Welcome to our spiritual playground. This podcast is a playground for spiritual growth. When you're here, you will experiment with energy, embrace joy and laughter, manifest miracles, and meet the soul sisters you've always wanted.
Think of this as an enchanted nook where you can explore ideas, energy, healing, and everyday magic with openness, curiosity, and a little sparkle. We believe spirituality gets to be practical and playful. No rules, no pressure, just permission to feel what's true for you. So take a breath, pull on your sweats, and come play with us. In this episode of our spiritual playground, we explore presence, self-worth, and the energy that we bring into our everyday lives.
By asking ourselves the question, what if I'm sacred, we can shift both our energy and our perspective. And this episode closes with a guided visualization that invites you to reflect on your past with compassion and reconnect with your true worth. Okay,
Hi, Heather.
How are you?
Doing great. I'm doing so great. Happy 2026.
Thank you. Positivity. I love it.
Positivity, yes.
And hydration.
Woohoo! Caffeine and hydration. I love it.
Well, I was thinking that we could talk about this idea of considering ourselves as sacred and how kind of putting those glasses on and looking at ourselves and our life through that lens, how that can change things for us. Because I've been playing around with that for a couple months and it's been very profound.
Really? Ooh, I'm excited to hear more about that and talk about it.
Yeah. And I was inspired. I have this beautiful Miracles Mantra deck that we found for our retreat last September.
Yes.
I pulled a card this morning and it says, "It is a privilege to be in my presence."
Ooh, and presence was even our theme. Present was our theme for that.
Yes. Wow. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah. It is a privilege to be in my presence.
So I'm curious, if you sit with that, it's a privilege to be in my presence. How does that make you feel? Like, what starts to happen for you when you think about having this be a mantra for yourself?
Well, it's interesting. I have a lot to say about this actually, but the first thing that comes up is this idea of time. And that if it is a privilege to be in my presence and I am, what if I were sacred, right? And what comes up for me is truly picking and choosing how I'm spending my time and who I'm spending my time with. So whether it's a privilege for my pets or a privilege for my friends or strangers, people out in the world, it feels like intention. Mm-hmm. So keeping that idea in mind, if it is a privilege to be in my presence, then I'm coming at it from a couple different ways. One is like, I want to be clear and specific about what that looks like for people. Mm-hmm. Like as an educator, I'm always naturally like tossing ideas around and I love learning and all of that. So it's what can I give, right? If I were sacred and it's a privilege to be in my presence, what can I give to you? That's one of the first thing that comes up, whether it's attention, love, guidance, support, whatever it is. One of the other things that came up is, what if everybody thought this way? Mm-hmm. Right? And so what if you and you and you and you thought it was a privilege to be in my presence? I wonder how that would shift things for people, you know, and would we be aligning with people even more because of that, you know, that beautiful alignment? Because I feel like you and I, we're in alignment about so many things. We are like-hearted souls. I mean, obviously we have our differences, but I love this because I can just talk to you about anything and I don't feel judged by it.
Right.
You know, I don't feel like you're going, really, Sue? What? You know? So those were the two things that popped up for me.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what popped up for you and then dig a little deeper.
Yeah. It's so deep because on the one hand, there's just it's a privilege to be in my presence. And like you said, our retreat was about present
Mm.
and presence. What is presence? This just my aura, my essence, my physical being with you. That's a privilege. Okay. In one sense, that sort of takes a lot of pressure off, right? But in the other, then it's this opportunity, if that's true, and if I'm looking at it that way, like you said, then what do I want the experience to be?
Mm.
Who do I want to be so that it's a privilege to be with me?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that's part of why I've been loving this "What if I'm sacred?" question, because you know I will speak for myself, have plenty of times when I speak negatively to myself or,
Mm.
oh, I
Oh, I've
should
never done
have
that.
done. But when I pause and say, but what if I'm sacred? Then it makes that so much easier to say, oh, well, then this is a part of my sacred experience. It's not something I need to
Yeah.
fix or
Yeah.
something I wasted. It's a part of my sacred experience.
Yeah.
And that also is so freeing. It's like I'm taking the pressure off to do or be anything, and that's allowing me to rise up in a way
Yeah.
that feels
Yeah.
so expansive.
I have a question for you.
Huh.
So, in what's your interpretation of the word sacred? Because I feel like that word, unless we're looking it up in the dictionary or Googling it, um, people have different perceptions of that word.
That's a
So I was
great
just
point.
curious, like, what does
That's a
that
great
mean
point.
for you?
Mm, yeah. And it's one of those words that has like essence. So it's hard. It's not like pencil where you can
Right,
go,
right, right,
oh,
right.
okay, it's made out of
It's
wood, it's got lead,
multi-layered.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
multi-layered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, sacred means sort of infinitely valuable in a not a monetary sense, but in a recognition that there is something beyond money, beyond stuff, beyond it is that essence, that sacred essence. And that's in me, just like it's in you, just like it's
Yeah.
in everyone. We recognize it we both have dogs. Our dogs come
Oh.
up and they look at us, and we feel
Mm.
that
Yeah.
sacred connection.
Yeah.
That's sacred to me.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not sacred because it's done in a specific order or a way or a whatever. Everybody honors it in their own way, but it's that feeling, that essence, that recognition.
And that just because we are here on this planet, we
Mm,
are.
yeah.
We are sacred. There's nothing that you did or I did or anyone else did that
Mhm.
earned it. It's not like a degree. It's not like you have to prove yourself. It's because we are here. It's the same as worthy.
Yes.
Because we are here on the planet, we are sacred. We are worthy. And something that came through to me recently was it made me connect to it. The word God,
Mhm.
and in this particular writing I was doing, it stood for glory of divine. And I
Mm.
went, hoo, that makes me feel very much the same way as what we're talking about, is
Yes.
this essence of of the sacredness and of divine. I mean, we're
Mhm.
all connected. There's no doubt in it. So we're connected to everything, the universe, God, spirit, source, our higher selves, like everybody.
Mhm. Mhm.
We can't undo the connection as much as we want to. Sometimes there are people who are like, yeah. I mean, you could try, but anyway. Okay. So with this idea of it's a privilege to be in
My
my
present.
presence, one of the things as you were talking that I thought of, I've been doing it consciously lately, and I don't know how I came up with it, but being a spiritual amplifier. And so when I am on my way somewhere, so let's say when I'm on my way to my soul sisterhood group on Thursday nights, I will be in the car and I will picture my light growing and growing and growing and growing so that when I get there, it will fill the room with whatever it is that is coming through to me. So it can be love, it can be laughter, it can be joy, it can be insight, it can be compassion, it can be fill in the blank. But being in the presence of this energy that we all have, we dim it, we expand it, we all do it all the time, whether we're conscious of it. The privilege to be in my presence, I feel like this is one of the ways that we can give. People might not even know it now that I just told them, but you know what I mean? Like being conscious and aware of the energy that we are holding and that we're giving off. Like you said, there are conversations that we can have that could be negative. Or I mean, turn on the news for 2 seconds. It's not a lot of good news, although there used to be a website called goodnews.com or goodnews.org.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still around, but wouldn't it be cool if it was at least half and half good stuff? You know, again, I guess this is also perception too, but anyway, just this idea of dialing it out. If we're in a good place, we can share that so that someone who's struggling or, you know, not in a great place can benefit from being in our presence. So I've been thinking a lot about that lately too, because I haven't done it consciously until just recently.
Yeah. Yeah. And have you noticed a difference in the response around you when you magnify your light?
That is a great question. I haven't really paid attention.
You're so jazzed up that
I'm just so good. Like it's so good. And it's not, I mean, it's not fake. It's totally authentic. If I'm in a good place, I want to share that. And I know that there's going to be a day that I might not be in a good place. And I know that my friends, family, whoever is going to love on me in that way. So I will pay better attention and be more aware.
That's great. You know, I love an energy experiment.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I think time is a weird thing, right? We experience it in this or perceive it in this linear way.
Right.
But there's science that says that we're not separate, that time isn't real. And I think having this to revisit times which were harder. You can revisit any time, but let's say, you know, I just thought of this because you said, you know, when my time comes, when I'm feeling heavier and denser,
right. Yeah.
I know that I can receive this from other people and it can help me.
Right.
And going back intentionally to revisit a harder place, a tougher time, a time when we felt, you know, heavier, denser, we can bring this light to ourselves there. We can say, even here you are sacred. Even here you are valuable. Even here you are worthy. And give that light and love to ourselves there. And, you know, who knows how that impacts us here, but it's really,
I feel like this is a mic drop.
Valuable.
We need a mic and we need to drop it because I feel like what you just said is a total mic drop. Because just because we are in this present moment now, if it's all happening at once and we just have this time as a construct so that our brains can comprehend and understand and not go nuts,
right?
We can go back in our mind's eye and our memory and our physical body and go to that place and give us the love that we so needed in that moment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then to see again the experiment. If you want to do the experiment to see how things shift. One thing that just came up for me as you were talking about that is triggers. So if we have specific things that trigger us from past experiences, being able to infuse ourselves with
Mm,
this energy, with this love, with this compassion, with this
mm,
idea of being sacred,
mhm.
how will, especially and specifically with triggers, um to like diffuse or dull or reduce the intensity of them. Or,
Mhm.
I mean, wouldn't it be cool? We're just like, nope, this isn't a trigger anymore. That's a fun experiment. I want to do this experiment.
I think that's that. I put it on the list here because
Okay.
I have some interesting thoughts about triggers too, and I would love to see where this conversation could go.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
And I am wondering
Hmm.
about this idea. Um, what if you were to um, lead me and whoever's watching through that experience of expanding your light, expanding that goodness, and then I'll come in and take people back to a place that was harder and reminding that self that they are sacred.
Ooh. That is awesome. Do you want to do it now or do you want to
Yeah,
do it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
let's do it, man.
Hey, you know me. I'm like
Yeah.
up for anything. So yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm just going to invite you and whoever is watching to close your eyes and sit back, relax, lay down wherever you are, and take some nice deep breaths in. And as we exhale, feel the lightness start to come. So there's a heaviness that we naturally have in our body. Feel the lightness start to come. Breathe in. So we're exhaling the heaviness and we're breathing in the light. Okay. Okay. So this is a little amplify your light activity right now. So I would like you to bring your attention in your mind's eye to your heart. And the heart chakra is typically, well, it's green, but I'm going to let you choose whatever color feels good to you. And we're going to picture, you can picture the image of a heart, or you can picture your actual physical heart. And all of the love and the energy that is pumping, that is within that heart. And all of the caring for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for the environment, for the world, for the animals, all of it. Allow that love in whatever color light you want it to be to start to expand from the center of this heart and outward. So it's starting to expand. It looks like an aura. And I find my hands are starting to pull away and expand as well. And start to see this light, this energy fill your body. It's going up through your shoulders, your neck, and your head. It's going down through your chest, your stomach, your legs and your feet, your arms, until you are full. You are physically full of this light. And it's so intense and it's so beautiful. It's so loving that you just don't want to hold it all anymore. You feel like you're going to burst. And allow the light to almost like a little pop right outside of you, expanding around you like a bubble. It's outside of you. It's starting to fill where you are, the space, the room, the house, the apartment, wherever you are. It's expanding. It's expanding so big, you can't even see it anymore. You just know that wherever you go, you are bringing the light, you are walking in the light, and whoever comes near you will be impacted energetically in a positive way by this love and light. Go ahead and take it away, Heather.
That light, it feels so incredible. And here you are. It is a privilege to be in your presence. It is a privilege to be in your light. I want you to take yourself and your light back to a place that was hard. Maybe it was a time when you were just feeling like, you didn't do a good job, or whatever it was, any place that feels hard. And bring all of this love and light there. See yourself receiving this light. Speak to yourself there. Even here, you are sacred. Here, where it's hard. Here, where you have doubt, or worry, or fear. You are sacred. There's nothing you can do to take that away. And shine this light, this love on yourself there, reminding yourself, no matter how you felt in that moment, you were sacred. No matter what you thought or did, you were sacred. And remind yourself at that time to remember this. So when you think back on it now, you remember, even there I was sacred. This was a sacred moment. If you want, you can give that you a big hug, a big smile. You're going to get through this. And then come back into your body now, feeling all that light, feeling your presence. Even now, you are sacred. There is nothing you can do or think that changes this at all. Breathing deeply, breathing in that light, breathing yourself back into this present moment awareness of here and now. And so it is. Yay!
Oh boy. I am so excited to see where this goes, because I went back in my mind's eye to a place that was one of the hardest times of my life. It was a betrayal. And I went right back there, and I loved on that version of me that was experiencing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, give her a hug. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it. Oh, so good. Oh my gosh. It was funny too when you said, no matter what you think, no matter what you do, you're always sacred. And I'm like, sometimes what comes out of my mouth doesn't feel so sacred, but it still is. It's just, the
Great.
Weisenheimer in me. That was beautiful. Thank you. I got a little, you know me, I got a little teary going on, just the resonation, the soul resonation when I get the tears. That's my soul talking to me.
Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh,
I
how
think
fun to
that,
play in this spirit, in our spiritual playground today, to be able
right?
to play and have this little experience. And then I
Yes.
want to track it and see the next time something comes up that reminds me of the situation. Um, I want to just be aware of my reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
think that that's part of the value of this time travel, so to speak, is that when it comes back up, there's another part to the story. You know what I mean? Like we'll have the
yeah,
same things, but now there's this other, it's like we put another page in the book.
right. It's like it's another version,
Yeah.
like another choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? Which one will feel better?
Oh, right. That's when I forgot that I was sacred.
Right, right.
And
Yes.
now that I remembered.
Yeah, I can do this. I can go this way. Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
good, so good. All
Oh, well,
right.
Sue, it's been a privilege to be in your presence.
Oh, same to you, my friend. I love it. And I'm so excited that that is the card that you pulled today and
Yeah.
that you shared it. So, okay. Well, stick around, right? Everybody stick around because we're going to play some more in our spiritual playground with you. And we are very excited.
Okay.
All right, Heather. I
Okay.
happy 2026.
Happy 2026.
And
Enjoy.
remember, right? And remember, you are sacred.
Mm, you are sacred. Yes. Awesome. Okay. See you soon.
Bye-bye. We invite you to take this spiritual conversation and play with it in your daily life. Here are 3 things you can do to integrate this new information and make it work for you. First, give it another listen. Second, jot down anything that stands out for you. And third, pass it along to someone you care about and see where the conversation goes.
We are Heather Maguire, the unconventional intuitive, and Sue Bergman, the joyful oracle. We both guide groups, lead workshops and retreats that create meaningful connection and spiritual growth. To connect with us and learn more about our upcoming experiences, check out the links in the show notes and consider joining us for our magical retreat every September in Winter